Oh my God, how can people live like this? Oh.
Inspire property manager Nicola's inspecting a 2-bedroom rental.
This is not good at all.
A stench is pouring out of broken upstairs windows. Nicola can smell it even at ground level.
I can actually smell it from here, which is not good at all. Gonna need some extra items, I feel.
Ever the professional, Nicola's brought her PPE gear.
So let's have a look. Oh my God, it's disgusting.
Mounting the stairs, Nicola's nose locks onto a fly-blown pile of rubbish.
I'm so pleased I didn't have breakfast because it would be here. This is foul.
But this is not what she smelled out the front. That's coming from inside.
Oh, shit.
And it's bad.
Oh my God, I don't actually know if I want to go any further. Rubbish, destruction, smell. There's flies everywhere.
Nicola follows the Inspire Fecal Guidelines. The FAECAL is an acronym. Find, assess, evaluate, collate, adjudicate, leave.
Rightio, kitchen time. Clearly they don't want to eat.
Something in the kitchen sink or stink catches Nicola's watering eye. It's on the verge of getting up and walking out of the house.
Oh my God, this is just disgusting.
Surely this is where the awful stench is rising from. But Nicola's read the manual back to front many times. There's only one place left to look.
I'm a bit scared about opening the fridge.
In the rural northwest of Auckland City, A-grade property manager Tracy Lee's at a blue chip address,
Very noisy here today.
where cleaners and sundry tradesmen are working up a sanitary storm.
We've just taken over this property as a management. 3 nice young fellas living here. They've moved on, but they do their housework and clean up like young fellas, unfortunately. Okay, so we've still got car parts to go. Some very heavy things to lift, not girl things to lift. We'll see what's inside.
A car engine discarded by the front door isn't necessarily a bad sign. It can indicate highly motivated, industrious individuals.
Oh my God.
But not in this case. The kitchen is a write-off.
I mean, the fact that it's peeling away here isn't ideal. So I think we're going for totally new cabinetry.
The house isn't just bearing the scars of a country gent's laissez-faire lifestyle.
No, this is laminate wood. Yeah, it's expensive.
Tracy finds multiple examples of maintenance not brought to the landlord's attention.
Well, it's been disrespected. I mean, the carpet's really dirty. Got screws in the wall, ripped net curtains. They've broken this window and tried to glue it. They've had a little bit of water damage. We're desperately trying to get it ready. It's a really nice family home, but it'll take a little bit of work to get up to speed.
As the clean-up round the property gathers pace, strangely, none of the neighbours have appeared with gumboots and lamingtons to help. Standard procedure in this area. Tracy's about to find out why.
Thank goodness for technology.
Property managers Rebecca and her mum Linda have a packed schedule today.
We're going to head off to a property. We've been notified by the owner that there was some fire damage done at the property. We're just going to head over there and check out the damage, see how we go. Okay. Where are we? Oh, wow. That heat pump will need replacing. Because look at that, it goes right in there.
A few minutes more burn time and the landlord could have been looking at a total loss. Again, as the previous dwelling on the site burnt down as well. Rebecca can tell the cost of repairs is going to run into the thousands.
We're going to have to get that sorted too, eh? Oh, there's carpet damage as well. We're going to have to get an electrician in, a builder, and a carpet guy. Police have been called, haven't they? So now it's just a matter of getting the insurance assessor in to do his bit.
Police believe the blaze was deliberately lit by setting fire to a curtain through a partially open but secure window.
Ooh, that's not looking too good. Yeah, that's some decent damage going on there. That's pretty crispy. Yeah. I mean, we've had other damaging issues as well, but fire, I haven't actually come across that before, yeah.
This fire has been a shock for tenant, landlord and property manager alike. Back at the Rentables office, a phone call changes everything. At a rural address in the northwest of Auckland, A-grade property manager Tracy Lee is inspecting a property where a group of young males have vacated but left things in a state of disrepair.
It's a really nice family home, but it's take a little bit of work to get up to speed.
That's an understatement. The list is long.
Something's obviously sat here, rotted the carpet quite badly, or they've had a dehumidifier and never emptied it. Wallpaper is older, it is a little dated, but we're not sure what happened with this one piece. It's all curly, almost as though the window in the bathroom's not been opened. Looks like somebody's had trouble with the lights, pulled that off the wall. Drink spillage, might have been a party in here, huh? Just untidy, just not been looked after.
While the work continues outside, it's obvious to Tracy there's an absence of friendly neighbours, with saucy rolls, smiles and gummies. In Kumu, when someone moves out, neighbours have been known to cancel overseas trips in order to help out. As chance would have it, a neighbour shares some previously classified intel. The boys have been naughty.
These guys must have been revelling. Burnouts down the road, bonfires.
Thank goodness for technology.
Round back, the true situation is revealed. The former tenants have been using their property as a makeshift NASCAR complex, complete with pits.
This was actually a tyre storage warehouse, and they've taken all the tyres.
It looks like the credits are rolling on Days of Thunder, just as one of the ex-tenants, Tom Cruise, is in.
In the background, we can see one of the tenants has snuck up. He's just had his car that never went towed away. Now he's got a big pile of stuff.
While it's a little too little and a little too late for the ex-tenant, brand new A-grade franchisee owners Lynn and Brendan have arrived in the nick of time. They're all over the northwest, and they're going to be all over this rejuvenation.
Giving it the full A-grade service, and we're going to look for an A-grade family for it. So that's the plan.
In Invercargill, Inspire property manager Nicola's life has just passed before her very eyes.
Oh, shit!
After unwisely opening the fridge in his semi-destroyed flat in midsummer.
This is why I didn't have breakfast, I'd lose it. That is totally disgusting. I'm not opening that again.
Weeks-old butter chicken, rotten pumpkin and what appears to be kinner sludge have combined to give a nuclear holocaust of putrefaction.
Oh my God, how can people live like this? Oh, shit. Oh. No one. Oh, no wonder it stinks.
Having tracked down the primary source of infection in this dwelling, Nicola's job now is to catalogue the extensive examples of damage.
Holes in that wall, there's a hole in the bathroom, destruction of the lino.
Almost all of it has been caused by implements blunt and sharp.
What the hell has he used here? That's by a knife.
Nicola can't fathom why these tenants made so many holes in so many walls.
Holes in that wall, there's a hole in the bathroom. I have no idea what the hell was happening here. I guess they thought they could cut a hole in the wall and make an attempt to do something.
This isn't wear and tear created by a lack of money. This was a 3-television household, commonly known in property management as a TV3.
Smashed it. It's like there's been a knife. That's a TV. Was a TV.
Heavy financial losses beckon, but so does the garage.
And here I was thinking I was finished, so now we've got the garage to do.
Based on the state of the house, the chances of the garage being clean and tidy
Great tagging.
are 0.
Some of this doesn't even need to be showing anywhere.
While it looks like graffiti, Nicola immediately recognises a form of hieroglyphic, particular to this type of tenancy, and translates.
Oh my God, look at this. A cock bong.
With a housing shortage getting worse by the day, Nicola counts her blessings. This is a very rare occurrence.
It's going to be off the market for a wee while, and it doesn't need to be off the market. 2-bedroom property with a bit of a yard. People want it. Can't give it to them. I'm going to send all the photos I've taken through to the owner and show him how bad it actually is. This is the worst I have ever seen a property. And we'll have to start commencing the repairs and getting things sorted. And hopefully we can get the people that live around this area some decent tenants and long-term tenants that will respect the property that they're living in.
In Levin, Rentable's Rebecca is popping round to her fire-damaged flat. As it's turned out, the fire was deliberate and not lit by a stranger. The ramifications of this are unavoidable and unpleasant for everyone.
Yeah, unfortunately, the tenant that was at the property and is no longer was a good tenant, but she surrounded herself with just the wrong kinds of people, and unfortunately, due to it being intentional and arson, will very unlikely rent to her again.
The property owners are keen to put the whole thing behind them and move on. Resolution Rebecca hopes the property has been restored to as-new condition.
Here we are. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Oh, so the curtains are all new.
And so they should be. The lucky landlord had to spend $7,000 on these and other chattels.
Carpet's new too. Sometimes they patch out to repairs, but it looks like they've just replaced the whole lot, which is really good. They've even replaced the heat pump. I don't think they could get parts in to fix the damage that was done, so they've just replaced the whole thing. God, even smells new. Looks like, yeah, they've redone the paint on the lounge as well.
Whoever did the clean-up job was clearly some kind of magician.
Brand new. Yay.
In Kumeu, northwest of Auckland City, the A-grade property management team has been overhauling an unloved rural property where the ex-tenants spent more time on their cars than they did on the end of a vacuum cleaner.
My pony would like this.
Kumeu's a very horsey area, but has the extra horsepower of the A-grade method been successful?
Well, this looks a lot cleaner and tidy around here already. Broken down cars are gone. Smelly skip's gone. The rubbish is gone. The house has been washed.
Franchisee owner Lynn's here to bask in the glory of a job well done.
Just smells fresh and clean, and yet I can't see anything really different yet. The floor's lovely and clean. Oh, he's put a new bench here. Fantastic.
The kitchen can now be used as a kitchen, and the living room is a bona fide room for living.
The carpet's really clean and dry, and somebody can put a really nice mat down now, and the room smells fine, not musty, which is really important. And the window's done.
The windows are now transparent, and the broken one is whole again, allowing expansive views of a green and gorgeous panorama.
It's just such a beautiful vista to look at. It's so nice. The deck's cleaned, new curtains, new nets.
The high-octane team of two has supercharged this landlord's investment for some lucky new tenants. It's a photo finish for A-grade property management.
Good day's work. And most importantly, no more phone calls to you from the neighbours.
Yeah.
Your tenants are doing burnouts. Again.
Tenants are having parties.
Well done. Maybe we should have a party.
In Invercargill, the weather's taken a turn for the worse. But for Inspire property manager Nicola, her forecast has improved greatly. The two-bedroom unit trashed by a group of badly behaved tenants has been discharged from House Hospital.
We have had painters in, we have had lino sorted, we've had carpet sorted, we've had a very massive skip to dump all the rubbish, and windows repaired, locks changed, new curtains, new nets, so I'm about to go and have a look at it.
Nicola's entire life philosophy is based on excellence and going way beyond people's expectations. She needs this restoration to be 110% perfect.
Yay! New net curtains, that's a plus. So we'll go and see what the rest of the place looks like. So we've got the new windows being put in that have been smashed. So that's looking very positive to start with. Excellent. So the 2 broken windows that were smashed, they've been replaced. So that's awesome. No holes in the walls. It's been all painted. New fresh carpet, even smells nice. Oh, yep, no, way better. I love seeing nice white net curtains. Just makes the property look fresh and clean.
They don't call her nothing but Net Nicola for nothing. That's a goal.
Yeah, this is so much nicer. And you can see we've even had to replace some doors.
Nicola's tradies have done a sensational job, but the former tenant's vandalism spree has come at a significant cost to the landlord.
The painting and fixing has been about $6,000. The new carpet has been, and the lino's been over $4,000. Upwards of 15 to 20 to fix this property and put it back to a livable condition. But I've still got to go and check out the garage, so I better go down and make sure our artistic designs are gone. Oh, this is amazing. Gone all the tagging, gone everything's clean, it's fresh, it looks good. So I'm absolutely stoked with the outcome of this. This is awesome. Yes, my job is done, so I'm just going to make this place nice and secure, and I get the tenant in tomorrow morning. My job is done. Awesome.
What is that? Cat shit for a cat that you actually weren't allowed to have. So I've got a tenant who's moved out. She was supposed to be out 4 days ago. Fingers crossed that things go to plan, but unfortunately I'm not holding my breath. Oh, great.
The bubble of hope is immediately burst, and non-commissioned artwork will need addressing, as will the tenant's free jazz approach to landscaping.
This all needs to be pulled out, so this was nice and tidy when the tenant moved in.
The promise of reasonable garden maintenance clearly hasn't been kept.
I've been left some drinks. I think I'm probably going to need it after this. And I want a vodka. And we have some Barocca. A whole lot of cigarette butts over here. Look at this is all grease. Not greasy musical, grease of barbecue.
There's been some kind of party here, but looking at the empty paint tins, wooden pallets and light scaffolding, possibly the former residents got the regrets and worked up a reno storm inside. They didn't.
This was a brand new door.
So I'm on my way to this property that we've taken over from the owner. She had a bit of a nightmare tenant in there, and we were more than happy to step in and assist her. I arrived at the property to complete the final inspection. The tenant actually hadn't left, and she became quite confrontational. She was pushing me a bit, she was abusing me. I actually had to call the police to help me. So today I'm going in to see what's been left behind and what we've got to deal with. Oh, wow. That's a strong smell. It would appear our tenant has been smoking inside the property.
There's no way Kim can rent this place out as it is. It stinks like a Gold Coast sports bar in the 1980s.
Carpet's absolutely filthy.
But there's also a whiff of Soviet-era KGB paranoia here too.
So in the last week of this tenant's tenancy with us, she accused me of all sorts of lovely things, including hiding in the bushes, planting cameras. So she's torn out the fibre box out of the wall over here. She's ripped it off here. She's cut the cable. So we'll have to have Chorus come out and repair that before the next tenant moves in. So everything looks okay outside. Oh, what do we got happening there?
A satellite cable severed.
Oh, that's interesting. This is our TV aerial, which is meant to be connected up there on the house. Looks like she's cut that in one of her attacks as well.
It's now all on Kim to find out how deep this deep state wormhole goes. In Invercargill, Inspire property manager Tracy has just taken the grand tour of a ghastly garden at one of her rentals.
Oh, awesome. Whole lot of cigarette butts all down here as well.
She's hoping the empty paint tins and scaffolding mean the inside is freshly renovated. Unfortunately, they don't.
This is the door frame that was broken. So this whole patch has been repaired really, really badly. But it's going to cost $721 I got to quote to fix that door, which is a real pity. It's coming out of her bond again.
And while there's no sign of renovation, there is sign of defecation.
Ooh, something smells. What is that? Cat shit for a cat that you actually weren't allowed to have. Oh, just don't need this shit. Do I dare look at the oven? Well, that's a pretty average job.
There's only one word to sum up how Tracy's feeling.
Shit.
But help's on the horizon.
Oh, cool. They've left me some quickies. I think I'm probably going to need that for my stomach upset, which I'm about to get.
It's possible something might come out of Tracy's stomach, but something might come out of the tenant's bond instead.
Like, these curtains were brand new. So that's food stains. Would you want to shift into that if you were a tenant? I know I wouldn't, so there's another thing that's coming out of her bond. If she'd cleaned all this, I'd be happy to give her bond back, but it clearly hasn't been done. So, oh, here's the toilet. There's a bit of shit on that wall.
Nobody blames a cat for crapping on the carpet, but humans crapping on the walls is an entirely different proposition.
That is shit, I guarantee it.
Cat excrement, human excrement, responsibility abandonment. Tracy is furious.
What the is this?
On Auckland's North Shore, Home Sweet Home's Kim is conducting a post-eviction inspection where the ex-tenant was convinced she was being spied on.
So she's torn out the fibre box out of the wall over here.
Far from being an isolated event, there is evidence she may have also cut a hole in the lining to ensure no hidden recording devices were planted there.
Unfortunately, we'll now have to get in a professional painter to come and make this wall better.
In this cupboard, all the hallmarks of chain smoking. It's entirely possible the tenant thought the hot water cylinder was actually an elaborate infrared scanner.
We've got all this lovely filth that the cleaners will need to come in and clean up for us.
In the bathroom, more holes and removed items as anti-surveillance measures stepped up.
But more holes. More holes. I think we had a shelf sitting across here. Down here we had a handrail, which she's removed, and the toilet roll holder she's removed.
On their own, each disfigurement of this expensive Auckland asset seems minor, but put together in context, they are massive. The former tenant has cost the landlord time and money and a large headache. It's going to be an expensive fix.
Unfortunately, we'll have to get some trades in there to help us get the property ready. So I'll give our lovely carpet cleaner a call, our cleaners, some nicotine cleaners, and then perhaps we'll get in a builder to do some plastering and painting for us. And then the property will be ready for new tenants, and hopefully we'll be able to get some advertising up and find a new tenant for our lovely owner very soon.
In West Auckland, a month of strong winds has coincided with an ill wind for one property investor. He's had to evict a tenant from this house, then call police to remove a squatter, prior to calling property manager Tracy Lee from A grade to come and help pick up the pieces, some of which are lying on the driveway.
Hoi. There was a squatter. I'm famous for squatters. Somebody's relative of somebody's relative of somebody's relative moved in. They've gone. The mattresses have destroyed the grass. We've still got mattresses to go. Loads of rubbish, and we'll go around the back and see what's happening there.
Round the back, more unsightly beds. In this case, garden beds, neglected.
Gosh, this hasn't been mown in a while. My pony would like this. So we've got quite a nice family home. Looks to me like it's been underappreciated. Certainly the lawns need to be done. Okay, we'll see what we've got inside.
Unbelievably, the grass is greener on the inside.
Not a good sign when you've got a lot of spotting on the oven, but it's often just,
Mary Jane?
well, not just.
Ganja?
It's oil rather than the real nasty stuff.
The now absent squatter was clearly fond of that old New Zealand delicacy, jazz cabbage.
Is that marijuana?
Even the bathroom is themed Blue Meanie, psychedelic blue.
Ooh. You wouldn't want to come in here if you were feeling a bit tender in the mornings. I don't know, I'm a bit square.
She may be square, but she's not stupid. Tracy Lee knows exactly how this squatter got in.
So, there's probably no prizes for guessing how they broke in.
For persons of no fixed abodes, this squatter's certainly made themselves at home.
Bathrobe in the sink, dirty toothbrushes and things on the shelves, toys on the floor.
They clearly had time for TV, walks, weed and golf, but not vacuuming.
There's so many families wanting nice, safe rentals that it's just a shame when people abuse the privilege. And, you know, there's a potential for properties to be taken off the market and sold.
There's a bit of shit on that wall.
In Invercargill, Tracy from Inspire Property Management has just been to the toilet at one of her rentals.
What the is this?
Eyes cast downward, along with her general mood, Tracy's eagle eyes pick up something more than poo. Stains.
Looking at my photos, yep. This is new. This is new. This is new. This. Stopping counting now.
The stain count is unsustainable. There's more marks here than a German bank. But are they from other animal crevices or something else?
So disappointing.
The contents of this cacked-on carpet must be identified.
Now this one. That's oil. Why is there oil in front of a fire?
Tracy gets the answer in the most unlikely of places, the wheelie bin.
Oh, awesome. Car motor in a recycling bin.
It appears the tenant may have converted the lounge into a mechanic's workshop, but forgot the drop tray.
I'm pretty sure that there won't be any bond being returned at this stage. Clearly got a lot of work to be done, so I need to get cracking onto it. I need to get cleaners in, followed by carpet cleaners. Hopefully this comes through. I need to get the locks changed because the tenant hasn't given me back her keys. So all this stuff is unnecessary for both me and the tenant. So it's just really disappointing.
On Auckland's North Shore, Home Sweet Home Property Management's Kim and Lee are busy packing Christmas goodies, gifted by their tenants for the Auckland City Mission. But they're out on the road a few days later to check on the clean-up of their rental, where a paranoid tenant fell out with her overly trusting landlord, resulting in a call to Home Sweet Home for help. Kim's moved heaven and earth to find a tenant to move in, limiting any rental damage loss to the owner.
Oh, so the smells and, wow, it looks a lot better than when I came last time. It's all been cleaned lovely.
The holes in the walls have been filled and painted.
It's looking good.
Cigarette ash and bad smells removed.
That's great.
The communication devices restored.
Looks like the aerial's been fixed, which is good.
And the place generally returned to its original splendour.
So the place is looking great. Our trades have come in and they've cleaned the house up well and it's all ready for our new tenant. Don't you agree?
Yeah, that's great.
We'll just lock up and we'll get out of here.
In Henderson, A-grade property manager Tracy is returning to the squatter-infested house with window damage, cannabis damage and wall damage. Someone's managed to clear out the junk, which is just waiting for collection shortly.
The owner's anxious to make some money from this property. We haven't been able to tenant it for a few weeks, so the gardens have been done, the lawns are mown, that's looking better. The wet mattresses are gone, that's a big deal. So we'll just pop up and see what's happening at the back. Oh, wow, nice.
The backyard is less jungle and more jungle gym.
We had the A-grade maintenance team in yesterday, which we're blessed to have quite a few on our books, and they've picked up debris, they've mown lawns, they've weed-eated, they've really given this a good go-over. Oh, smells better. The empty booze bottles, all gone. That's nice. And in here we did have oh, that's all empty as well, that's fabulous. We had somebody's bathrobe, which I'm sure nobody else wanted. We had clothes up here, rubbish on the floor. So the bathroom's empty. Nobody wants anybody else's bathroom items.
With all the junk removed, new carpets can be run throughout before new tenants run in to turn the place into a home.
The cabinetry's gone, the clothing that was lying around is gone.
And the windows back in. Tracy Lee's thrilled to see the front door's been repaired after the squatter forced entry.
This has got a heat pump, it's got a fully fenced garden, fruit trees, toys, veggie garden, nice gas stove for cooking. It's a really good, solid rental.
In Invercargill, it's another day in the big chair for Tracy at Inspire Property Management. She's heading back to the rental where her former tenant let her down by moving out without cleaning out. The weather may be inclement, but Tracy's been assured this property will be more than just up to scratch.
Oh, it's nice and warm. So we had to replace, basically that whole portion there was all completely gone. So we replaced that. I had to get the painter in, had to repair the hole that was in the back of the wall here, stick a doorstop in. There was marks up the carpet here as well.
Tracy's carpet cleaners have hit a home run.
Wow, even smells good in here. Just feels like a home. So this carpet down here had big marks through it. It's looking nice and tidy now. This looks great. So much tidier. Oh, look at this. Looks really homely, even with some plants on the front. One happy property manager.
And the bouquets keep on coming. In the bathroom.
Oh, it looks awesome. Everything's clean.
But what about the bog?
So, the toilet. Last time I was here, there was shit up the wall. Fingers crossed. Hey! Like I knew it would be. Nice and clean, and it smells pretty. So, all in all, yeah, exactly as I expected. Got a great tenant here. Long may that continue.